for 2. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is knocked away. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. Here comes Hill on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 26.
Now, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the zone read, it's Mitchell. The problem's continuing. He coughed it up again.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
They send him right out of the slot. Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. It's the tight end Likely in motion. 3rd and short, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well,
and this will not be a spike. He faked it. And that is incomplete. A little trickery with the fake spike, but it does not pan out. Throwing is Stroud. He's going to look downfield once again. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. On 2nd down, Stroud. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. He'll try and get there on the ground. What a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal. To throw is Stroud. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Here's another shot from the 6 at 2nd and goal. Now Stroud. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. With that, he joins Gale Sayers and Alvin Kamara. Players in the Super Bowl era with 6 touchdowns in a single game. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here comes Hill on the return. Now on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Again, working deep downfield. That is caught. What a throw. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Texans. He has scored a season's worth of touchdowns in one game. That's number 7 so far. So what a start. You don't always get 3 possessions in the first quarter, let alone 3 TD passes in the opening frame. On play action, Stroud. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in.
Now, on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On first down, it's Stroud. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face first and goal. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Now here's second and goal. Here's Stroud. That one taken in. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. This is just getting silly at this point. That's his 8th touchdown of this game. That is incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful.
Anytime you fail on a 2-point try, there's always going to be second guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to...
And now for a second time, he loses the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. Stroud to throw here on first and 10. He'll let this go towards the end zone. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And that will lead to a second down.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for, and it'll be third down. Now, Stroud. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Set to go now on first and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Jackson now. That's complete. It's Justice Hill out of the backfield. Here's a 3rd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This brought in out past the 20. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Stroud. That one knocked away and incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw, and that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. The fumbling problems continue. He loses it again.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball, because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many...
And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Texans. Can you believe this performance? That is his 9th touchdown of the game. Stroud comes to the line. The Texans going for 2.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl. We're throwing the ball this close to the goal line.
The problems continuing. He puffed it up again. Special teams has come up with the recovery. You talk about everything going wrong. A big deficit. All you want is the ball and a chance to get back in the game. And now, Greg, they hand the ball right back to him on this kickoff fumble.
Mike, you know the saying, when it rains, it pours. And right now, it is pouring on this team. They just can't get out of their own way. They lose a fumble here on the kickoff just to make matters worse. This has just been a complete disaster all around for this unit.
A second down throw for Stroud. Throw over the middle, brought in by Hopkins. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. That's hauled in at the 2. And he cannot be stopped. He is into the end zone again. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. Go ahead and add one more on this sick total. His 10th touchdown of the game. It's crazy. Stroud comes to the line. The Texans going for 2. They'll look to throw. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here comes Hill on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense and running back Keaton Mitchell set to go once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. He will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
On play action, here's Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Off the play fake, here's Stroud. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
It's second down and 10.
Throwing on second down, Stroud. Taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
And he will power his way into the end zone. C.J. Stroud, touchdown Texans. The offense staying put. They will go for 2. Stroud to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. They try for 2, and it does not pan out.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but their execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out.
Oh, the fumbling problems continue. He loses it again. This team's offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's going to run it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Texans have it. Well, that changed quickly. A terrific scramble, getting downfield, picking up yardage, but then dropping the football. It comes out, and the defense comes up with the recovery.
There's not many quarterbacks in the league, Mike, that can make that play with their legs. It's just such a shame that at the end of that run, he fails to protect the ball. The defense is able to jar it loose and take it away of what otherwise was a pretty fantastic play there by that quarterback.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Whoa. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. So yet another touchdown pass, and that one's going to be the record breaker. Most touchdown passes in a single game. Stroud comes to the line. The Texans going for 2.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful. Here comes Hill on the return. The problems continuing. He coughed it up again. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. So now this team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. The ball comes out. One of his teammates there to take it back in. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
A give. Oh, the fumbling problems continue. He loses it again. And the defense has it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. And that is incomplete.
Not exactly the type of drive to write home about, Mike. 3 passes, 3 incompletions, no yards gained. And I really can't blame any of these fans who have continued to voice their frustration, especially after that last series of play calls.
Look at the 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Mitchell. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. They face 2nd down and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. 2nd down, Jackson. He keeps it himself. So hard to get a shot on Jackson. Gave himself up there after picking up the 1st down.
And the Baltimore 1st down.
Oh, run play. This is Hill. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Tackle there by Will Anderson. 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. He's going to tuck it and go. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The tech, and now he loses the football. The defense has got it. Well, sometimes the offense tries to make a little too much happen, trying to pitch it around, get an extra few yards, except they lose the ball, and the defense will take over.
Mike, you're exactly right. That is what happened here. That's just a prime example of a player just doing a little too much. Just secure the ball, get as many yards as you can, and make sure your team ends up still possessing the ball.
Texans offense and the veteran DeAndre Hopkins ready to take over once more. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. One of the tight ends motions right. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. That's caught! Big opening up the middle. And he's going to take this one all the way. 79 yards. Touchdown, Houston. Stroud comes to the line. The Texans going for 2. Now, faking the give. That is incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful.
All right, so ultimately, it's a successful play. That's a win for the defense. But that was very close, Mike, to being a 4-point swing. So it's...
The problems continuing. He coughed it up again. And this is taken in by the defense. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. This one is caught. It is a touchdown. There's a marker down. Let's see if it holds up.
Pass interference. Defense.
Stroud comes to the line. The Texans going for 2. A tight end in motion now. To throw is Stroud. That's going to wind up incomplete. They try for 2, and it does not pan out.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8.
Oh, the fumbling problems continue. He loses it again. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen, like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. DeAndre Hopkins, touchdown Texans. So yet another celebration, and this one has a little bit of history with it. He has set the NFL record for most receiving touchdowns in a single game. Stroud comes to the line. The Texans going for 2. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here comes Hill on the return. The problems continuing. He coughed it up again. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Stroud to throw here on first down. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Covering very strong defensively. It's second down. On play action. Stroud. That is brought in at the 10. And he'll be taken down. Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. Here's Stroud. He's got his man. Middle of the end zone. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. Stroud comes to the line. The Texans going for 2. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here comes Hill on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. From the gun, Jackson. That one a bit high, but it's complete. Now, he's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down. Oh, the fumbling problems continue. He loses it again. It's picked up by one of his teammates. He'll try again here. Second and 10. Jackson now. He'll look for Mitchell. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. Oh, no. This goes through the end zone. Did he lose it now before crossing the plane? It looks like they say he did. So this is the rule that always brings up a lot of debate. This winds up a touchback, a turnover, and the opponents take over at the 20-yard line. Back up to the 3. It's second and goal. They'll try to run with Mitchell. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal. They'll try to run with Mitchell. And waiting, no signal. He did not. No, he did not get in. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal. They'll go. It's Mitchell. He slams it in there, and he is in. Keaton Mitchell. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tucker, good on the extra point. And the Ravens will get just a bit closer. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. This one taken at the 7. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Open man downfield, it is Hopkins. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. A dive and a catch. Incredible.
Offside. Defense.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Stroud. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future. It goes without saying, like, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. They understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing. So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
And this is not going to get it done. Not even close to picking up the 1st down. And they will turn it over on downs. Off the play fake. Jackson. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. Looks like one of the Ravens was able to fall on it. Yes, indeed they did. So Baltimore will keep possession. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. To throw is Jackson. Off he goes. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Texans have it.
Every team in the league, they work on scoop and score, and they got the scoop part right. I'll tell you what, he had a lot of lead blockers out in front of him. They were trying to get their buddy into the end zone for 6, but he's going to come up just short. But his offense now tries.
This one is pulled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Texans. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans stretch things out even further. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The problems continuing. He coughed it up again. Special teams has come up with the recovery. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. And this ball batted away and incomplete. Marlon Humphrey, the man there to break that one up. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
Pass interference. Defense.
The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late.
Defense.
He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. So that pass interference in the end zone puts the pressure on the defense. It is first and goal from the 1. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. Throwing is Stroud. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. Here comes Hill on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Bateman is the motion man. On play action, here's Jackson. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. That's the safety, Jimmy Ward.
Well, I don't think it takes any real high-level analysis, Mike. When you turn the ball over at this rate, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. I mean, it's just very simple. You got to protect the football if you want any chance of turning around this one.
And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Texans. So it's a high five for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game. He draws ever near to the NFL record of 6. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Texans add on to their already sizable lead. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Here comes Hill on the return. Oh, the fumbling problems continue. He loses it again. Special teams has come up with the recovery. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Hopkins sent in motion. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Here comes Hill on the return. The problems continuing. He coughed it up again. But he'll gather it back in. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again. And the turnovers have really been the story here. Take you back through the high, or actually the lowlights in this one. Not a lot of positives when you have a 3-interception game under pressure all game long. The secondary feasting on his passes. Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll tuck it and take off. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Here's Hill. Oh, the fumbling problems continue. He loses it again. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. Open man downfield. It's DeAndre Hopkins with the grab. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Houston. Stroud comes to the line. The Texans going for 2. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is incomplete. 2-point conversion attempt winds up being unsuccessful. Here comes Hill on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across. They'll run. The problem's continuing. He coughed it up again. And the defense has it. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Hopkins sent in motion. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Slot man in motion right. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line.
Once you see that guy coming across the formation pre-snap, Mike, you have to be thinking jet sweep instantly. It's just such a dangerous play that always has the potential for this type of yardage, especially.
And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. Stroud comes to the line. The Texans going for 2. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here comes Hill on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field. First and 10. Here, the fumbling problems continue. He loses it again. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. The shotgun, here's Jackson. He's going to keep it himself. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a 1st down. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment, defense.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. They'll motion over Flowers. Play action now. Jackson. He'll find Hill out of the backfield. The problem's continuing. He coughed it up again. The Texans have it. And so much for a nice game through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick this up with a jet sweep. Whoa. A gain of 17 yards. It's good for a Texans 1st down.
And the Texans 1st down.
Here's Stroud. coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Hopkins sent in motion. Uh-oh.
The ball carried by the wide receiver.
Now a 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Now faking the give. Throw over the middle, brought in by Hopkins. 15-yard pickup there. 1st down for Houston. Slot receiver headed right. Wow, it wasn't for lack of effort. He tried every which way to elude the defense, but
Offside.
he was outnumbered.
Defense.
They finally got him down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of yardage. Hopkins sent in motion. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Texans. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the 2nd half.
The previous play is under review.
What they're So that challenge, a successful one. Hopkins sent in motion. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. He has come alive after the break. His 3rd touchdown of the 2nd half. The Texans going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout here. Stroud comes to the line. The Texans going for 2. He'll look to throw. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Oh, the fumbling problems continue. He loses it again. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Hopkins sent in motion. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Ravens' 26-yard line.
Now Stroud. Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. Hopkins sent in motion. Oh, yeah. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Texans. Here's Stroud to the line. His guy's going to try to get 2 more. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Here comes Hill on the return. The problems continuing. He coughed it up again. And this is taken in by the defense. Here's 1st and 10. Hopkins sent in motion. And he's going to be taken down.
He had plenty of juice coming across to get the ball, Mike, but he hit a whole new gear after he secured it and began getting vertical. By comparison, it looked like a lot of the defenders who had a shot at him were a little flat-footed and ended up getting burned for a big game.
They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. Hopkins sent in motion. And he cannot be stopped. He's into the end zone again. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. Stroud comes to the line. The Texans going for 2. Now they'll set up to throw. That one batted away and incomplete. Good work there defensively. The try for 2 does not work. Hardy now with the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground, they'll go with Hill. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Oh, the fumbling problems continue. He loses it again. Hopkins sent in motion. Ho-ho! And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Texans. To throw is Stroud. That'll be caught. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. Hardy now with the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. Here's 3rd and 2. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Jackson on 3rd and 2. He'll look. The problems continuing. He coughed it up again. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. That's going to be fielded back at the 5. Nowhere to run that time. Punt team got down there quickly, and they're going to stop him back inside the 10-yard line. The Texans offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. We'll see how they want to attack things here. Backed up deep, in their own end. It's 1st and 10. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.